I just want to talk about spiritual vision. The vision, a leader always has a vision, but I think that we sometimes we forget about our spirituality when we're leading. Like most people will look at leadership on a spiritual level when they're, going to church. But I have been talking to individuals about leadership from the beginning of time spiritually. Like God led us, God has led us. We opted in to come into the world from a spiritual perspective. We were birthed from the spirit into the physical realm. And I think that people forget that. So, one of the things that I do talk to my staff about, those that I work with, and even the young people that I work with in leadership program, is to remember that you were spirit first. And if you can remember that, that's what's going to get you back home. I am not on the camera tonight because I have a bit of a cold and it is late here. But the thing about the vision is that if you can't see it from a spiritual perspective, you won't be able to manifest it because everything is spirit before it manifests. And so a lot of times we are not manifesting because we don't understand that in the beginning, everything was in darkness and there was nothingness. And so you have to see something in that nothingness in order to manifest. So the vision, it tarries, but don't give up on it. It says, though the vision tarry, don't give up on it. Continue to work at manifesting it. And so, even as an individual, you must think of yourself as a spirit being in order to manifest who you want to be tomorrow and 2 or 3 years from now. I was saying to a young man earlier today that you can't live a life of spirituality and then take it off when you go to work or when you go to the mall, for instance. If you're working, your spirituality must go into your workplace. It must go everywhere with you. You can't take it off, or you shouldn't, because that's your manifesting power. A lot of times people are not understanding that, okay, if you go into the club, you can't take your spirituality off of it. And even if you go into the club, it's nothing wrong with you being a spiritual person. Between you and your God or you and your goddess is what you do in the club. Life is made for us to enjoy, and that's something also that we take the myth off of what others have envisioned spirituality to be, and we begin to see spirituality from what the God in us is telling us, you know. And so we're listening to too many people and not listening to our heart. Whenever you have a vision, your heart is saying something to you. And a lot of times people have a hard time dismantling or releasing the voices in their head, which is why often you must go away or go into a place of solitude. We forget that Jesus went to the mountain, or we forget why Jesus went to the mountain. And the reason why Jesus went up into the mountain was because it was quiet. Even Moses is not about religiosity, it's about your spirituality. If you don't break away from the masses, you're going to hear all types of voices and you'll forget what your own voice sounds like. So I wanted to just drop in and give some information on when you go into your workplace, take your spirit man with you, your spirit woman, your goddess. When you pray, take that prayer into your workplace, because right now we need it. We don't need to be, running around in fear or trying to take from others. This is what the discussion was from between me and this young man. It's like, don't try to clock hours and you don't have them. Be honest, especially if you're a leader. If you're a leader, be honest so that the people can really understand what honesty is about. Don't try to put on a fake face that I'm honest and then go behind it at like, oh, I'm just spiritual person and God doesn't see. God sees everything. Be real in life. All of life is about authenticity. If you're authentic, you're going to manifest because you're going to do things from the spiritual realm. And so, here again, I just wanted to come in and say that don't take off your spirituality when you go into certain places. Be yourself, be who you were born to be. All right, blessings. Let me know if you guys feel what I'm saying because this is a time of keeping it real. I know that you all have heard about this is the year of the snake. And the year of the snake means that you're taking off all that lying, or, we are taking off the lying, the deception, and we're laying it down to become the people that we were created to be. You got to ask yourself, why am I here? Am I here to continue to live like I've been living, or am I someone that's going to evolve? Because vision is about evolution. The vision takes you and the people into a higher realm. Your children, those in your community, we got to work together. And this is real. We have to work together. I teach community. I was telling some of the young people that I work with, and even my group, that I was dreaming. I was saying prosperity now in my dream. And that's a scripture in Psalms 118. Any of y'all that need money, go into your heart and begin to chant prosperity now, prosperity now. Read Psalms 118. You'll begin to see opportunities of money come all around you. Now be blessed, and I will talk to y'all later. Bye bye.